What's up, Scrappy peeps? It's Adele from Inkie Quill, and today I'm up over on the Scraptastic Design Team blog for you with a layout called Hello Love, and of course it's about the bunnies. If it's not about Aaron, it's about the bunnies. So today I did accidentally start it before I put the camera on, but it was really easy. All I did is I used the leftover of my fancy pants letters that were in that December kit, and I've color coded them into different I think it was pinky red, blue, yellow and grey. And this week I used the yellow and grey, just stuck them on the background. They don't say anything, just kind of creating my own pattern paper. And I know you've seen me do this before, and I really recommend doing it for leftover thickers, leftover letters, because you create your own background. It's brilliant, and you get to use up supplies that you would usually put in the bin, or even worse, they'd just sit in your stash for a really long time. So what I did is I actually layered a piece of vellum off camera over the background because those letters were a little bit bright and I kind of wanted to mute them a little bit. I could have also put a thin coat of white gesso over it to make them a bit paler, a little bit less in the background, a little bit more in the background, less in your face. And now I'm just getting some tiny scraps, and see how I'm cheating here? I'm ripping them in half and putting them on both sides, and you'd never know unless you actually watch this video that they're not full pieces of scrap. They're not full pieces of paper. So I was down to literally this. I didn't have much left at all. I didn't really have any full pattern paper pieces. I don't even think I had any pieces bigger than a 4x6 at least. I don't even think I had like 4x6 size pieces. So that's why I'm using these little bits. Now, something you should know about me, guys, is that I'm incredibly stubborn. And I am determined. I get in these moods where I'm determined to freaking kill these kits, because in the nicest way possible, just like, very gently set them to be killed and destroyed. I really don't understand. Why is it called Killer Kit? I don't know why they're called Killer Kit videos. I didn't make that up. There's lots of them online. Maybe just like it'd be nice to call it something else. But Killer Kit, everyone knows what it means. I'm going to call it Gently Lay Thy Kit to Rest. So in this Gently Lay Thy Kit to Rest video, I look at that scrap. Look at that. That should not have been kept, Adele, but it was, because I was determined to finish off this kit. Now, these little tickety coupon type looking things I cut using I think it was a crepe paper die with one of the layouts that I did that you would be able to see in my Killer Kit video for December, which I think is already up. If it is, I'll put it down below. I'm pretty sure it is. And I'm just filling it in with some gold hearts from my stash. What next? So here I did reach for some thickers from my stash for this one, because at this point I had used up a lot of the kit, and I think this may have been my last layout using this. I think it might have been, or maybe second last. So these scripty words I believe are Dear Lizzie thickers. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think they're Dear Lizzie. And I just called it #HelloLove, and it's a photo of Poppet and Frida, and they're lying on, I took the couch covers off our couch just to give them a spring clean in the school holidays, as I do, and they decided that it was their new favourite spot, the couch without any cushions, and I couldn't make them budge off there. Do your pets do that? My pets seem to, if they know that something has changed and that they're not meant to be there, it's their new favourite spot, and they won't leave it alone. I know I've said before in videos before, they if I put anything in the middle of like our lounge room, it's their new thing. The vacuum, they curl up around the vacuum. At the moment, what are they liking? They're liking the stools still. They like to hide under stools. But for this day, I couldn't make them budge off this couch, and I just let them go at it until it was time to bring the couch cushions back in. Now here, what I'm doing is I decided it needed something up the top. It was just a little bit too empty for me. So I just cut I punched actually. I can't cut that good. I punched a whole heap of hearts, and I'm just sticking them down, and later I do go over them with my sewing machine, I believe. So that's a great tip if you're like me and as stubborn as a mule, as my father often says. Punch out shapes from your leftover bits of paper. Uses up your kit a lot quicker too. What next? There we go. I think I stitched those off camera and now I'm back. Adding a tiny word sticker from my stash with my glossy accents. And if you like me over on Instagram, I'm Inkie Quill on Instagram, by the way. You will have seen the disaster that was the Eton tiny word stickers. Head over to my Instagram to see that. But this was after this, when I used them here, thank goodness. But I tell you, the bunnies, they're like toddlers, but worse. And I'm all done, guys. So head over to the Scraptastic blog to see some more photos and some more details of the layout. And I will be back. I'm playing with my February kit at the moment. This is the December one. I didn't kill the January one. I definitely laid December's kit down to rest. Very, very, very deep in the ground. January I didn't kill. February I am going to kill because it's full of gorgeous stuff. So give me a likey, a subscribey, and all of that fun stuff. And I'll see you very soon. Bye.